So in this video, we're going to go through some examples of having nested fractions, where we've got fractions inside fractions. And in this case, we've got fractions within the denominator, and just to see how we can work with these. Now, if we take a look at our first one, we've got 2 over x over 3 plus 5 is equal to 6. Let me just rewrite that. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to offer up 2 ways of doing this. Okay. The first way is going to be using the methodology and the order in which I've been developing through these videos. Okay. So that's the way that I'm going to work with first. And then I'm going to show you how I would do it from, let's say, an A-level maths teacher kind of way. Okay. Just so that you can kind of see what other kind of manipulation tools you have available to you. So what we would be doing is we would be saying, well, we've got 2 divided by this whole bit here in the denominator, which remember is in a bracket, okay, but we don't bother drawing it. So 2 divided by that. So what I could do is the reverse operation, which is multiply by the denominator. So we're going to multiply both sides by x over 3 plus 5. The left-hand side just becomes 2. The right-hand side becomes 6 lots of x over 3 plus 5. We now spot that we've got a multiplication 6 times, so we're going to divide both sides by 6. So we get 2 over 6, which is the same as 1 over 3, divided top and bottom by 2. So that's 1 over 3 is equal to x over 3 plus 5. Okay. Now we start getting into a little bit of a sticky situation because now we're having to deal with fractions. So we've got this plus 5, so we would subtract 5 from both sides, right? Now 5 is 15 thirds, so 1/3 take away 15 thirds is minus 14 thirds. And the last thing we need to do, well, here we've got x divided by 3. So to undo that, we're going to have to multiply both sides by 3. And if we multiply this fraction by 3, we're just going to get minus 14. So x is equal to minus 14 is our answer. So at this stage here, from here to here, to do this in our heads as we work our way through, because in these videos I haven't been using a calculator at all, it can get a little bit fiddly because then I've got to do some fraction work in my head. So there are methods and ways to avoid this, well, as much as possible, if we do a little bit of manipulation. So the other way of doing this, what I tell my students is that I don't like fractions within fractions. I don't like nested fractions. So what I deal with first is to get rid of any nested fractions. So in the denominator, you've got this x over 3. So if you were to multiply top and bottom of this fraction by 3, that would get rid of this fraction. Now, you could do that because if you multiply something top and bottom by 3, by the same amount, then you're essentially just multiplying by 1, right? These 2 things mean the same. Okay, so I'm not changing the size of the fraction or anything. It's essentially just using a similar fraction. So let's do that. Let's see what happens. So if I do that, I get 6 in the numerator, and I've multiplied everything here by 3, and I'm going to get x plus 15. So you multiply that by 3, you multiply that by 3. And the right-hand side is still 6. Okay, you haven't done anything to that. Right, once you're at this stage, then you do this step. Okay, so I mean, there is one other step you could do, and you could simplify the 6 and the 6 here, but I won't do that at this stage. I won't worry about that. But this first step, it can be very useful. So now, if I multiply both sides by x plus 15, because remember there's 6 divided by all of x plus 15. So if I multiply both sides by that, I'm going to get 6 equals 6 lots of x plus 15. Now I've got this 6 times the bracket. So let's divide by 6. 6 divided by 6 is 1. Like so. And then we can just subtract the 15 from both sides. Okay? And this was much easier for me to do in my head because I'd got rid of the fractions in the first step. Okay? So this is probably something that you want to think about when dealing with these. Okay? So let's do that for the rest. Okay? Just so we can kind of like get used to it. But if you've paused the video and had to go yourself and you've been doing it using my first method, then you'll probably want to see those steps as well. So I'm going to do each of these using both methods. Okay? So number 2, 4 over x over 5 take away 3 equals 20. Okay, so method 1, we've got dividing by x over 5 take away 3, so we'll multiply both sides by x over 5 take away 3. 4 equals 20, x over 5 take away 3. Now I need to divide both sides by 20, and I'm going to get 4 over 20. So 4 over 20, if I divide top and bottom by 4, I get 1 over 5. Okay, so this is the equation we're left with. 1 over 5 equals x over 5 take away 3. Now I need to add 3 to both sides. Now 3 is 15 fifths. So 15 fifths plus 1 fifth is 16 fifths. And now, if you multiply both sides by 5, we get that x is 16. Okay, so some fraction work in there. So alternatively, let's get rid of the fraction here first by multiplying top and bottom by the denominator. So you multiply top and bottom by 5. Now remember, you're only multiplying the left-hand side here, not the 20. So leave that alone. So multiplying top and bottom by 5, we're going to get 20 in the numerator. 4 times 5 is 20. Then we're going to get x, take away 3 times 5, so 15, is equal to 20. Now multiply both sides by x, take away 15. Now that you've got the 20 times, divide both sides by 20. And because we've got the take away 15, add 15 to both sides, and we get x is 16. Okay? So, definitely easier using the second method. Okay? So it's a useful little technique, this. Okay, so number 3, we have 18 over 4 take away x over 5 is equal to 90. So first method, multiply both sides by the denominator 4 take away x over 5. So 18 equals 90 lots of 4 take away x over 5, like so. Now we've got 90 times the bracket, so if we divide both sides by 90, now 18 over 90, you could divide top and bottom by 9, and that's 2 over 10, and divide top and bottom by 2 is 1 over 5, so that's equal to 4 take away x over 5. So this is the equation we've got. Now, if we take the 4, because remember that's a plus 4 there, so if we take 4 from both sides, now 4 is 20 over 5. So 1 over 5 take away 20 over 5 is minus 19 over 5. And then we need to multiply both sides by minus 5, and we're going to get 19 equals x. Okay, so that's my value of x. Okay, let's do the secondary method. So we're going to get rid of this fraction here, so we need to multiply top and bottom by 5. Now 18 lots of 5 is 90. And we're going to get 4 lots of 5, which is 20. Take away x is equal to 90. So we're dividing by 20, take away x, so multiply both sides by that. So 90 is 90 times 20 take away x. We've got 90 times here, so let's divide both sides by 90. So 1 equals 20 take away x. We've got this plus 20 here, so take 20 from both sides. 1 take away 20 is minus 19. And then multiply through by minus 1. And so x is equal to 19. Okay? So, definitely easier. That's second method. Okay, so if you're thinking about doing A-level maths, then dealing with fractions this way is really useful. Okay. So, number 4, last one, we have 50 over 9 take away x over 8 is equal to 4. Okay, so using the first method, we're going to multiply both sides by that denominator. So 50 equals 4 lots of 9 take away x over 8. So we're going to have to divide both sides by 4. Now, 50 divided by 4, so 50 over 4, both top and bottom are even, so that's 25 halves, is equal to 9 take away x over 8. Right, okay. So 9 is 18 halves, so 18 over 2. So we need to take away 18 over 2 from both sides. So 25 over 2 take away 18 over 2 is 7 over 2. Okay, we've still got the minus x over 8. And then we need to multiply both sides by minus 8. So 7/8, so if we do this as 7 halves times by minus 8, so minus 8 over 1. So 7 times 8 is 56. And we're then going to have 56 over 2. So 56 divided by 2 is 28. So x is minus 28 is our answer. Okay. So let's do it the secondary method. So let's multiply top and bottom by 8 to get rid of the nested fraction. 50 times 8 is 400. 9 times 8 is 72. Take away x is equal to 4. Okay, so if we multiply both sides by the denominator, 400 is equal to 4 lots of 72 take away x. We've got 4 times here, so let's divide both sides by 4. So that's 100 is 72 take away x. We've got a plus 72 here, so take 72 from both sides. 100 take away 72 is 28. And then multiply through by minus 1. And so x is equal to minus 28 is our answer.